keep the music playing.
It is Wednesday, and we are live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, downtown Waco. My guests are, man, they're all lathered up and ready to go and talk about acting and about kids play. I mean, you just got to wait and listen and watch. We're going to kick it off first with our news and weather from our friends over at KWTX News Channel 10.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. Killeen Regional Airport officials are warning travelers to arrive early for flights this morning just to leave some extra time. Power will be off from midnight to 3:30 a.m. today through Friday. Crews are installing solar panels and updating the airport's electrical system. The electricity should be restored right now. However, airport systems may take extra time to fully come back online. And a new Texas law will soon make road rage shootings a first-degree felony. One Whitney mom helped make this happen. Starting September 1st, it will be against the law to shoot from one car into another. The governor signed off on this on Friday. This comes after support from Krista Wilson, whose daughter Louise was killed in a 2023 road rage shooting in Houston. The gunman was never caught. There's still a $20,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Central Texas's next big storm system is probably a few weeks to months away as we are starting to see our summer-like weather pattern really take shape. But before high pressure really bakes us this weekend and next week and shuts the faucet completely off, we still do have some low rain chances for the remainder of the work week. Each afternoon, today, tomorrow, and Friday, there could be a few scattered showers and non-severe storms around. Highest chances for rain will be along and east of I-35 during the afternoon. Rain chances near 30% today and tomorrow, 20% on Friday. As far as temperatures go, today we're starting out in the low to mid-70s and will warm to near 90 with a heat index near 99. From KWTX, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, I've got Linda Haskett with me right now, and I've got Jacob. Is it Garcia?
Garcia, yes, sir.
Yeah, Jacob is here with me. We're going to talk to them and find out all the best information you've ever heard in your life. You're going to sit there and you're going to take notes. It's going to be so good. But, you know, guys, we kick this show off every Monday through Friday with our national anthem and our Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So here we are, Wednesday, hump day. About a high today, 90, 30% chance of rain showers. But we're not going to let it rain on our parade inside here at the backyard. Linda Haskett is here. And Linda, first of all, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
She came in here. She did the moonwalk as she walked backwards, did a couple of spins, got up on the table and danced. We had to calm her down.
Why not have fun?
We're having fun. That's right. Linda, tell us about Linda Haskett. Tell us about you, not about what you do. Where are you from originally, and a little bit about the history?
I grew up in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I'm an Arkie, and I was just a kid of a very middle-class family that everybody sang and everybody played the piano, and there were 12 kids in Mom's family, and so we got together and we sang and we sang. And I had a mother that was an on-stage person and a brother that was an on-stage person, so I was always sitting in a chair watching them and eating anything I could get my hands on because I was a little fat kid.
Yeah.
And then as I grew, I realized that was in me. And then I met and married another musician, and life just took us where music takes us, you know.
Life is a big song, huh?
Yeah, betcha, yeah.
If you could pick one song that describes your life, what song would that be? Ooh.
My gosh. I've
She's
done
never
some-
been asked that one, have you?
No, no. I don't really know that. I'm thinking.
A happy, let's see. What's a
I
good
think-
song?
I do. I'm in love with a wonderful guy. That's one I like to
Ah,
sing.
there you go.
I've been in love with a wonderful guy for 60 years.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah.
incredible. It's funny you bring up
Yeah.
Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and I just watched over the last weekend Lonesome Dove.
Oh, yeah.
And Lonesome Dove, of course, starts out with the people from Arkansas
Yep.
and all that. But a great movie, great movie. All right, Linda, so we know about you. So how'd you end up in Waco?
Actually, my husband was doing everything music in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I was just teaching beginner piano and directing a church choir. And he came in one day and said, "We're moving to Waco, Texas. Somebody named Wilbur Ball wants him to come help start MCC." And
Right.
it was jobs at Baylor, and he dragged me all the way. I cried all the way. I cried all the way from Arkansas to Texas. And when we got here, it was September 5th. It was 105 degrees. And we stopped at this motel on the old Dallas Highway, which didn't look just wonderful. And I opened the door, and the heat literally knocked me through the car. And our little boy went, "Mama, what's wrong here?" And he took the job. And 2 days later, we were here. So we moved in, I don't know what was in the air base. Way back when.
Oh, yeah, back there, yeah.
Yeah, 12th Air Force Headquarters was here.
Yeah,
So
what was
we
that?
yeah.
James Conley?
Yeah, we lived at 28 Scott Circle, and but they gave us like a really nice place and furniture and utilities for $80 a month.
Oh,
we
my
were so
gosh.
poor, and that just sounded wonderful. And it was air conditioned, and I didn't have to pay for it. But it did not have a washing machine, so I spent a year washing clothes in the bathtub.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my gosh.
Welcome to Texas. I thought that Waco was James Conley Air Force Base.
I thought for a minute you said you washed down at the Brazos River
No, I
down there.
wasn't. Well, I would have. Actually, I did a film with me washing down there for historical stuff. So I'm not too good. I grew up country.
I like it.
I grew up very country.
How long was your husband at MCC?
Oh, well, he came when it started. When we came, they had, Dr. Ball has a hayride for all the new people, and there were stops in the ground where the new buildings were going to be built, and the first thing they built, was involved was the Fine Arts Building, and then he built the Performing Arts Center, but he did everything music.
Wow.
So, and art and drama, and that's, yeah.
Yeah.
So he retired 15 years ago, but he
wow.
came in '67, and that's what
Wow.
he did. Managed the
Man.
Waco Symphony, and he had the Haskett Bros and Big Band, and was always gone, and I was always mad. So that's why I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking with Linda Haskett about her road to Waco, Texas, and we're going to find out exactly what she loves, what she likes doing in Waco, and why is Jacob here. We're going to talk to Jacob, but I got to tell you guys, today is Wednesday. Today is June 25th. Today is National Strawberry Parfait Day.
Oh, I'll eat that.
That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't see many places serve a parfait. It seems like back in the older days we saw more parfaits. Jacob, do you know what a parfait is?
The layers, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
In a little glass that
I've
goes
seen
on.
them before. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't think of the last time I had one.
Yeah.
And maybe today's the perfect day to grab one.
Exactly.
We can get one on the way
Gives me
home.
an excuse, yeah.
Now, here's another one. You probably would rather have the strawberry parfait. Today is National Goat Cheese Day.
Oh,
Goat cheese is not bad. I've had it
yeah.
2-3 times. Here's something. Today is National Catfish Day.
That I'll do. I'll do
Now,
that.
here's the thing. Are we supposed to love them, feed them, and pet them, or do we eat them?
We eat them. We definitely eat them in Arkansas.
National Catfish Day.
Yeah.
Global Beatles Day. This is the band. This is a day to recognize one of the great bands of all time, the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bunch of their records.
Do you really?
Yeah, so I'm actually a record collector. I love, physical media.
Yeah.
I like to own it, go through the liner notes and
Sure.
everything like that. And the Beatles, I think the only two I don't have are Help and A Hard Day's Night. But other than that, I have the rest of the collection
Really?
on the vinyl.
What's the one with the Beatles crossing the road? Abbey Road?
Abbey
Abbey
Road.
Road.
And I mean, you're young. I was living it back in those days when it came out, but that was the big album, one of them, that the rumor was Paul was dead.
Right.
That Paul was a dead man. If you took the record and put the needle and played it backwards, it would go, Paul is a dead man. Paul is.
Do you know which album that started on, the rumor?
Was it Lonely Hearts Club?
Yep, Sgt. Pepper's. Yep, that's
Sgt.
when that whole
Pepper.
started, and then every album there was clues that people would
clues.
discover, and
Yeah.
stuff on the White Album, stuff on all Magical Mystery Tours that
Yeah.
alluded allegedly to.
I think
to
something.
that
One of
theory.
them was he was left-handed, but one of them he had the cigarette in his right hand, and just different things.
Yeah.
But that was big back in those
People
days.
just looking for coincidences,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah. Also, not only is it Global Beatles Day, it's international, not just national, International Day of the Seafarer. Now, I guess that's anybody that goes out at sea
Yeah.
is a seafarer, which brings me to last night, Andrea and I watched, it was just released a couple of days ago on Netflix, but it's the Carnival Triumph. They call it the Poop Cruise. Went out of Galveston back, I think it was 2000 and I don't know. But it was the one where they're going for a 4-day and on their way back to Galveston, they lose all their power. The engine room caught fire.
I remember
all
hearing
the
about that.
bathrooms stopped working. and they had to pass bags around for people to go, and it floated out. Oh, it was terrible.
I can't swim.
Watch it.
That would
Watch
scare
this.
me to death.
It's on Netflix. It's called I think it's called Trainwreck Poop or something something
But if
weird.
I watched it, I'm never going to take another cruise again.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I'm going to tell you something funny. That ship is the Triumph, which is no longer around. As the Triumph, after that incident, it was totally redone and renamed the Sunshine. Of all names you could pick.
Sure.
And I went on, the first cruise I ever took was in 2000, and it was on the Triumph. And then I look back, and I actually been on the Sunshine too. So I was on that ship twice. Never had any trouble. But anyway, today we salute you, seafarers. And today is Backyard Safety Checkup Day. It encourages homeowners to walk around your outdoor space, make sure that it's safe. There's no things sticking up in the yard, blah, 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 blah. Safety hazard. So walk around your yard. I've seen some yards around that I'm going, man, I wouldn't even walk in that yard.
Look out for snakes, too.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, that's a good reminder. I just bought a home, so
Yeah.
I'm
Walk
definitely going to be walking around just double checking everything.
Walk
Yeah.
around the fence line, walk around everything, make sure everything looks good.
Yes.
And I cannot believe that Jacob just bought a home and he didn't use me as his real estate agent. So right there, he's got to, let me mark him. He's off the list. It's right there. Anyway, we're having a good time here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. I want to talk to you about Mike's Car Care Center, one of our great morning show sponsors here. If you have a transmission problem, you need a oil and filter change, anything to do with a car, truck, or SUV, my friends over at Mike's Car Care Center are the folks to call. 732-1202. 732-1202. Mike's Car Care Center is on Sanger Avenue. They'd love to get you a quote. They do the job right the first time at a fair price. Mike's Car Care Center. Short break, commercial break. We'll come back and talk to Linda and get the real deal.
Are you a business looking for great employees or a Central Texan ready to get to work? Since 1986, Jack of All Trades has connected local companies with the best people in town. With nearly 40 years of recruiting experience, we help you succeed, whether you're hiring or job hunting. One call to Jack of All Trades puts the right people in the right place. Follow the job leader, Jack of All Trades Personnel Services.
It's Employee Pricing Plus at Allen Samuels in Waco. For a limited time, you pay what we pay. Whether you're ready for a powerful new Ram, a sporty Dodge, a rugged Jeep, or a sleek, sexy people hauler Chrysler, we've got the inventory and the deals to get you rolling. Experience top-notch service, unbeatable selection, and financing options that fit your lifestyle. Enjoy the hassle-free atmosphere at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Mike's Car Care provides honest and professional automotive repair and auto maintenance services to the people of Waco and surrounding areas. Come by and visit our clean and professional shop. Mike's Car Care, open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're located at 4715 Sanger Avenue. Call us at 254-732-1202 or visit us on the web at mikescarcarewaco.com.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
It's a hump day morning here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Coming up at 9 o'clock, live music. Katie Stewart is going to be here to sing on the indoor stage. I got Linda and I got Jacob here. We've talked about Linda's history. She was Miss America 1989.
I wish.
She went on to be one of the dancers at Music City and all that great stuff. And she came to Waco. And what do you love doing in Waco? What's your heart? It's theater, right? Acting and theater and
actually probably the basic element that drives me is a couple things. And one is that I love music. Music is everything to me. It's in everything I do. I love musicians. I love to teach music. I love to sing music. I love to play music. And I love children. Because my mom was from such a big family, you know, there were 24 double cousins, and and so there were family reunions with a lot of, you know, chicken and dumplings and stuff like that out on the ground with sawhorses, and a lot of singing of hymns and just music, but children, lots of children. I had lots of cousins, and I just have always had an affinity for children. I just love them. I love to teach. I love to be around kids, and I love music.
Yes.
I love it, all kinds of it.
And that's why you're actually here is to talk about some things that are happening real soon, right?
Yes. Yeah, kind of. Well, this will be my, 36. In 1989, I decided to start something for children in McLennan County that people could come to even if they didn't have any money. And so I started the Waco Children's Theater, and I started the music theater for the Civic Theater, and I started their children's theater, and then I branched away and got my own nonprofit license and owned this, that, and the other. And kids, I started the summer camp the month of June, and first summer I had 35 kids started, and then next year it was 75, then it was 200, then we got removed from the building because we were kind of taking over the building. So everybody thought, you know, they'll die, but that was 1992 that I finally did that, and I'm still going. So right now we're doing I'd have to ask Alice, the 32nd, 34th summer camp, and we do the whole month of June, and I get the best teachers in town that I can. I mean, there are other great teachers, but the ones that I can get my hands on, like Jacob, and they come and they teach to whatever thing that they're teaching, so the kids don't just come in and put on a play.
Sure.
So we teach. My guys are certified, bona fide, and wonderful, and gorgeous, and handsome, and we become like a family. But I think the greatest thing about my people is we're committed to the children, because we have lots of children with lots of needs.
What's kind of the age group?
Oh, well, actually, they're supposed to be 6 to 18, but I had a 4-year-old walk in, and her mother lied about her age, and she finally told me she was turning 5, but she's very mature, and they go through high school. And actually, because of the relationship between my husband and me with MCC, I've always let kids that go into MCC come and do our summer shows.
Right.
So it's both. Right now, there's a 5-year-old there, and there's about 80 kids there, and this weekend they do their shows. They go to classes in the 4 disciplines, and then they audition and they perform. So Thursday night we'll start with the Lion King Jr. with the young kids. We'll do that Thursday night, Friday at noon, and Saturday at noon, and then we'll do Legally Blonde, which is for our older kids. It's a little heavy in some ways, but it's modern, and so the kids that are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, they want to do new stuff. So
Sure.
we're doing Legally Blonde that Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
At the Lee Lockwood. That's where we are.
Yeah, that's a great place too.
Yeah, it is.
Very nice.
Yeah, so we're really busy. They go at 9 in the morning, and they're there till 8:30, 9 at night.
Now, can everyday people like me come watch?
Yeah, but you got to buy a ticket unless you like
Right.
me enough, and I'll let you in.
I think there's
Long
a
as I got
proposition somewhere there.
And this kid down here is a kid that walked in and has been
Yeah.
there all of his life. That's Jan LeBay.
Yeah.
Jan came in, he was at the Montessori school. Jan, how old were you, 7?
Oh, Jan's over here.
Yeah, Jan, are you 7?
7 years. How old are you now? 17. Wow. 10
yeah,
years.
He's been here every year. He's magnificently talented, magnificently brilliant, and just a superstar. He can do it.
I thought for a minute, Kevin, she was talking about me.
Well, I was. I mean, you and Jan. Yeah, he's one of my cream puff kids.
What?
And,
How can talking about tickets before I
Yeah.
forget this? How do we get tickets?
The tickets are online or at the door. We open the box office an hour before each show, and there'll be a pretty woman sitting there to take your money, and then you can go sit down and watch. And we have, it's a lot of moms and dads. We're a family organization,
Sure.
although we don't let parents come into our teaching time because we want to surprise them,
That's right.
and they're there helping with stuff.
And you
know?
don't want that one mom out there trying to tell you what to do, right?
Oh, not one. Oh, lordy, man.
I ought to put her on the spot. Linda, do you have a story of all these 30 some odd years of doing this, of that one mom or dad that you just wanted to strangle?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them, though.
Well, there's a
bunch of them. Yeah, yeah.
Do they always think their child is the best?
Oh, yeah, that's okay. But I think my kids are the best. He will think that about his kids, and Jan's mom thinks that he and his brother
Sure.
are the best. That's okay. I'm not going to interfere with that. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm going to say, well, could we just talk about this? But the bad thing is, I just won't let them in my rehearsals because I had a little girl come and her mom said, I have to be here with her. She will only perform if I'm here. And I said, ma'am, we're teaching. We have teachers that are certified, blah, blah, blah. No, I have to be here. 5 minutes into the rehearsal, she's sitting in the back yelling, Chandra, Chandra, come on, louder. I said, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. Get her out of here. I'm going to kill her. I said, ma'am, no, you can't be here. She called me lots of 4-letter words.
Oh, no.
And she took her kid home, and I said, praise God. Praise God. I mean, I like that kid, but that mama, it's just too much. But we're pretty severely, I've gone through that so many years. I just have it in there. No parents allowed. No
Yeah.
in
Oh,
rehearsal,
yeah.
in rehearsals. And so
Wow.
it cuts down some of it. But I don't know how many people have beaten up Jacob, and his mother, Jan's mother, does not do that.
Right.
That's why he's a star.
I like that. That's
Well,
true.
I think it's good for the kids. You know, it gives them an opportunity to really find themselves, to develop themselves, to gain that independence. So there's some really, really great stuff.
Get
happening
away
with
from
them.
mom.
Yeah.
You know, get direction from a professional or somebody with a different view or something. Oh, yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to come back and we're going to talk more with Jacob about his role. But first of all, we're going to find out what's happening in the world of country music with Nashville Cat. We'll check in with her coming up.
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zach Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Jake Owens joining the MLB Speedway Classic August 2nd at Bristol Motor Speedway. He'll headline one of the shows, and Tim McGraw and Pitbull play before the Braves take on the Reds. Keith Urban says his home is female heavy, but at least they have a boy dog. If he ever needs to escape, Keith goes to his closet and plays guitar. If his wife or daughters find him there, they know he needs some space. Finally, tickets go on sale this morning for Dolly's December Vegas shows. Luke Bryan's Crash My Playa will be January 15th through the 18th at Moon Palace in Cancun, Mexico. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zach Owen Show.
Thank you so much, Nashville Cat. Jacob is here. Jacob Garcia. Jacob, Linda said music is your background, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about you. Where are you from and how you got into music?
For sure. So I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas.
Oh,
and, I didn't really start
Hang on a second. Were you raised in the basement of the Alamo?
No. That's a common misconception I have.
Golly.
But you know, I've visited the Alamo many times.
Oh,
you know,
bet.
it's funny when people visit, they're like, "Oh, I need to see the Alamo." I see the Alamo. I've been seeing it since I was in the first grade, taking school trips there every other year. So, you know, I very much remember the Alamo. I remember it since I was a kid. But I grew up in San Antonio, and I didn't become a musician until a video game came out called Guitar Hero.
Oh my gosh!
And you know, my parents got me that little plastic guitar. You know, we're plunking away. Well, one day, my mom and dad come home, and I'm playing on the little plastic guitar, but the video game's not on. And I got my computer up, and I'm looking up tutorials on YouTube about how to play guitar. And my parents are like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I'm learning chord shapes and all these different stuff on this little toy guitar. My dad takes me to a place called Sam Ash, a local music store, and starts looking at a couple guitars. And you know, luckily Santa Claus was really good that year. He was listening to my list, and I got my electric guitar. My brother got a set of drums, and I've had a rock band ever since.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, it was a good time, and you know, when I
was
went
there
to,
ever any quiet time in the house with the drums and
absolutely not.
guitar?
No. My parents, God bless them, because me and my brother, and I mean, when kids start off, let's be honest, we're awful, you know. So you know, the guitar's all squeaking, and you know, I'm trying to get all this distortion. I'm playing AC/DC tunes and Judas Priest, you know, stuff that my parents really liked, and my brother's just banging on the drums. But you know, I appreciate their patience and their encouragement, because we got a little bit better. We play at all of our little family events, and again, God bless my family, you know, putting us with us on Thanksgiving, birthdays.
Oh, yeah.
We pull the stuff out and just, you know, give a concert whether they were ready or not.
Wow. So San Antonio, hanging out at the Alamo, then you end up in Waco, Texas.
Yeah, that was a bit of a
happen?
crazy one. So 2020, something kind of happened, and the world shut down, right? And so I was looking for a job, and there wasn't a lot of positions opening. You know, people were scared. People were kind of holding on to things. So I looked at my then girlfriend, now wife, and I said, you know, the farthest I'm willing to move to find a job is Waco, Texas. And wouldn't you know it, I called into a place, it's Tennyson Middle School. I teach over at Tennyson Middle School. We had a fantastic interview. I really enjoyed the principal there, what they were about as far as the choir program. I'm a choir teacher by trade, is what my day job. And just something felt right about that, and I called him up the next day after talking to my, like I said, my future wife, and we decided, I guess we're moving to Waco, and either this is going to work out really great, or it's not, and we're going to be back in San Antonio in a year. And we've been here 5 years now, and we just bought our house, you know, so clearly there's something special happening here in Waco. And,
See, he
and we
rubbed
wanna
that
stay
in
here.
again. He bought a house.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
But
I don't
didn't
need to
use
rub
me
it in.
as a realtor. I could have probably saved you money. But anyway.
You get us on the next one.
Okay, the next one. Do you have kids yet?
Not yet,
Okay, you're going to have to move up, you know, to a bigger house, so remember me there.
I will get your card after the show.
Okay, I like it. So how did you meet and and get involved with Linda?
So that's actually a funny story. The music world is such a small world, right? We all kind of know each other, and Waco, small town,
Sure.
kind of feel. A gentleman named Daniel Ferris. So he was working at a church, China Spring United Methodist. He had moved on, and I had taken that job, and we also work in the same. What we would call academic region. So we've done competitions, choir stuff. We're colleagues.
Right.
I know he worked with Linda for how many years was Daniel with you?
I say 15. Allison says 18.
Okay.
Since he was a freshman at Baylor, and he was through 3 degrees. So before he was married, before he had children, so I think 18 years.
Yeah, so he had been there for the longest time, and it was just time for him to move on to other things. And by my understanding, they had a very deep conversation about who should take over next. And I get a phone call from just the most charming young woman saying that, Daniel Ferris said if I had to pick one person, Jacob Garcia would be on the top of the list. And I was just taken aback. I still feel like a young teacher, like I don't know everything, but with a vote of confidence like that, I just knew that I had some big shoes to fill, and I hope I'm doing an adequate job.
Listen to him talk. Imagine how the kids respond to that kind of energy.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I just sit and watch him because he's Mr. Music. I married a musician. I love him around me. So, yeah, he's wonderful at what he does.
That is great. Well, that's exciting for Jacob and for Linda. We're going to talk with Jan coming up in just a second. We'll kind of switch out with Jacob. But I got to tell you about my friends over at Jack of All Trades. If the singing and choir gig and all that doesn't work out, I can help find you a job through Jack of All Trades Employment Services. Jan, do you have a job? Jan? Not yet? If you need a full-time or part-time or temporary job, reach out to Jack of All Trades Employment Services. Helen Underwood and her staff are ready to put you to work. We always say this. We say if you need a JOB, call JOAT. Jack of All Trades. Tell them you heard about it right here on the Zach Owen Show. Quick break, and we'll be back.
After the I do, the flowers fade, the cake is gone, but your dress, that's something worth preserving. At Patrick's Dry Cleaning, Boot and Shoe Repair, we specialize in professional wedding gown cleaning and preservation, bringing your dress back to life and protecting it for generations to come. We handle every detail with the care it deserves. Preserve the magic with Patrick's Dry Cleaning, Boot and Shoe Repair, because your forever deserves to be remembered.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but at a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at sarn.com.
At Covers and All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Angles 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Angles90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Have you ever wondered why so many pet parents are choosing to have virtual vet appointments? Online veterinary care is making it easier than ever to get expert advice for your pet. Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns and expand access to pet care. Book your first appointment today.
Visit robemediamusic.com for more music.
Hey, we're back live here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. My buddy Pat Curry is down in Austin. You know, he's a representative for us here at McLennan County area. And we're going to talk with him, find out what's happening in our political world, right?
Yeah.
We got to Jan Labay.
Yeah.
That is French?
Yes, sir.
Now, how would you say it with that French little accent behind it?
Pretty similar. It's just Jan Labay.
Oh, that was so. Did you hear that?
A little close. I can't speak French anymore, but, you know, because it's been a really long time.
So your dad or your mom French or both, or?
My dad is French. My mom is from here, actually, around the Dallas area.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
A Texan.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been living here for like 13 years, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, tell us, what is your association with Linda?
I've been working with Miss Haskett here since I was about 7 or 8. I've been doing Waco Children's Theater for that long, which is crazy to think about.
Time flies, huh?
Yeah. That was actually my introduction to doing theater, actually. I was like pretty energetic as a kid, watching a lot of like movies and things like that. And my mom kind of, I guess, noticed that and realized I needed to do something with that.
Yeah, put that to use. Yeah.
He can dance and literally fly through the air. Really, he's really talented and a wonderful actor.
Well, what do you feel, Jan, what do you feel is the number one thing you've learned from Linda, either from Linda or from the other teachers, or going every year to the, what's the one thing you take away from it?
A lot of like humility and just, you know, being humble. Also just general kindness. And I've gone to other theater programs outside of Waco Children's Theater, and they can be pretty different sometimes, and sometimes you have to learn to work with difficult people. And Waco Children's Theater has definitely taught me how to stay calm and collected, even in high-stress situations. I've learned quite a bit overall, though.
Yeah. All right, we're going to continue talking with with Jan and find out what he wants to be when he grows up. Do you ever think about growing up?
Little bit scary.
Little
but-
bit. Hey, I don't want to grow up either. You don't want to grow up either,
I'm not
do you?
going to.
I'm not either. But first of all, we're going to get on the phone and talk live with Pat Curry. Pat, what's up, my friend?
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic, buddy. What's up with you?
Well, we're getting ready for the Waco Bridge today, which will be cool. It's a lunch at MCC at the community center. Over 200 people will be there, is my understanding, and it's myself and Scott Felton, the county judge, and Jim Holmes, the city of Waco mayor, and Tiffany Spicer, Dr. Spicer, the Waco ISD superintendent. We're doing a cool forum there with J.B. Smith at the Waco Bridge, and it'll be broadcast live all over the state. So it'll be fun, just an update on what's happening in politics and what's happening with our governments. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's so important to find out, keep up with our governments. We've got a great group that's leading us right now. And is this an opportunity for people to ask questions, or you just sit back and listen?
I know it is. They can ask questions. It's like an hour and a half, almost 2-hour program.
Okay.
So it'll be, and they're providing lunch, and I'm really happy about what the Texas Tribune is doing, because they're trying to create this Waco Bridge and create a news source that people can trust to give a balanced approach to what's really happening in politics throughout, whether it's local or local cities, towns, school boards, or state. And I don't know how much federal they'll do.
Right.
But it's good to see that we're getting some of that. And you're so right. I mean, we are blessed to have a pretty much unitarian government around here where we all get along.
Yeah.
And we communicate with each other. I mean, the city managers of lots of these cities and the mayors and all of us sit together and visit and talk about what's good for Waco and McLennan County and what do we need to be doing to work together to affect change here. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time to be doing what I'm doing, for sure.
Hey, before I let you go, Pat, I know things are kind of shut down in Austin right now. You're up here. But I got to get your response or your thoughts on the governor vetoing the THC, which we just talked about when you were on the show just the other day. What was that? Catch you off guard or what?
No, I think you saw. I think you heard that I had an inkling that was going to happen. Honestly, I think that I think he did the right thing there, because it's one of those things where if the law is not right, you need to fix it. So it is going to go in a special session. I was just in Austin yesterday, and it's going to be in a special session, and maybe we can get it right. If you're going to regulate it, you have to regulate it properly.
Sure.
And it's got to have guardrails, and it's got to have, you got to think about Texas business and the effects on business as well. Not just the business of making THC or making Delta 8 and hemp products, but the business of business and the liability that can create because of the lack of testing and so on. So there's a lot of angles to think about. So either because of business and liability for business, you either have to regulate it, or you have properly, or
Sure.
you have to ban it.
Sure.
One of the two, because it's illegal federally.
Sure.
And so it's an interesting question, and we're going to get to deal with it for 30 days starting July 21st. So the saga continues in Austin, and there will be several items on the agenda. But we may be in more than one special session based on what I'm hearing.
Well, I just want to say thank you because per you and our agreement, you are not going to regulate me, right?
That is correct. As a matter of fact, I think that the problem is that at times you can be so out of control that it's just not possible.
Well, of course, I've had you on the show. What do you mean? I'm out of control.
Yeah. I mean, look, anybody, what is it? The Yogi Berra said I wouldn't want to be a member of any club that would have me.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, Pat. Hey, thanks for calling in today. Have a great hump day and enjoy your luncheon today.
All right. See you next time.
Bye-bye. Pat Curry right there. We're back with Linda Haskett and over here talking with Jan. And Jan, let's continue. What do you want to be when you grow up, buddy?
I want to do film film and theater are kind of they're definitely like related in a lot of different ways, whether it be acting, music, directing, production, things like that. I'm actually headed to a summer program at a university called SCAD in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, really?
So I'm pretty excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
Take some college courses.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in July.
When I was a little kid, probably when you started, like 7, 8 years old, something like that, 6, 7, 8, my mom enrolled me, and I spent in Fort Worth. There's Casa Manana Theater, the Dome, and I went to a children's little theater group acting thing there, and it was so much fun. It's great. Now, of course, I didn't pursue that. I got into radio, but it's almost like acting, right?
Yeah.
Being in radio.
Technically, yeah.
Casa's program for kids was brilliant.
Oh, I want to say this is back, now I'm old, so this was probably back in 1963 is when, 64, somewhere in that
I had
area.
a friend here named David Ellis who did that for years in Fort Worth and came to Waco, and he had a hit on the head and died a couple of years ago, but he was a wonderful, wonderful actor.
Yeah. Well, that's great. We're excited. We're talking with Jan. What else, Jan? You want to bring up anything that you remember about attending the different camps with Linda?
Let's see, I remember a lot of shows. It definitely flies by in hindsight.
What was that one show over the years that you go, man, that was the best?
Frozen, for sure.
Really?
I got to play Olaf the snowman. That was probably one of the most fun times I've had playing a character at Waco Children's Theater before.
Yeah.
I got to wear this like huge like snowman fat suit, and you'd expect me to be like really like dragged down by that physically, but somehow I was just gliding across the stage.
You were flying.
It was hilarious, even though I was sweating like a pig. But
the sweating snowman.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was
Put me in
really
summer
cool.
and I'll be a puddle. It's one of the
And he'll do anything you ask him to do and do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll work till he gets it. Yeah. And he's going to be very professionally famous, I think, someday.
Ooh.
That's why I came hanging on to him. He just might get really rich and have the Waco Children's Theater.
I like it. You know, a lot of times when these guys get, big into acting and they have this money, they give a lot of money to what started them. So just remember Linda, okay?
Never forgetting.
Linda Haskett. Jan, thank you so much, buddy. Linda, tell us again, kind of before we wrap it up here, a little bit about what's going on.
Well, the month of June, we've been in camp with about 80 kids from 5 to 19, and the culmination of that is 2 performances. So this week, this Thursday night, we will open with the Lion King Jr. with our younger children. That's Thursday night at 7, and then Friday at 11 a.m. and Saturday at noon, which will be a food party. Then Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon at 2:30, 7:30 and 2:30, we'll do Legally Blonde, which is the real Broadway show. And it's a wonderful show. It's a little bit shady a little bit sometimes, but it's still.
I love the story though. It's a great movie.
It is. We're just trying to get all the stuff that She carries a 22,000 Birkin bag, so I bought. I got a knockoff, and I want to keep it, but again, we're going to auction that off to try to pay for some of our bills. So we're always working, trying to pay, so more kids can come.
Oh yeah.
There's always kids that need loving care and an opportunity to show themselves to the world.
It's over at Lee Lockwood, which is a great facility.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get a hold of you guys, keep up with you guys? Is there a website or anything like that?
Yes, we have a website, Waco Children's Theater, and it's THEATRE, or info@wacochildrenstheater.org. Tickets are on sale on our website.
I love it.
Yeah, and got a great guy, Chris Figley, and his wife Allison works with me. Got a lot of other great teachers. Gina, that owns all that jazz studio, dance teacher, she's wonderful. Allison Figley, he teaches drama at Abbott, and Conley is there, and they just keep coming.
That's great, isn't it?
Great people, yeah.
That is great. That is wonderful.
They love the kids.
All right, so as part of the deal here, Linda, and you can pass it on to Jan,
okay,
or we could get Jacob back over here, but you have to tell the bad joke of the day. And so you get to choose from one of those. There's multiple jokes.
Oh, I can't read them.
Then we'll pass it on to Jan here.
Jan's got a better sense of humor than I do.
Got it.
Even if you can't read, you still have to laugh. Even if it's the worst joke you've ever heard in your life, in your life, okay?
His mom's funny. He'll know what's
All right, here we go. We got the bad joke of the day. Jan is going to tell it.
All right, here we go. How do you make an egg laugh?
How?
Tell it a yolk.
Tell it a yolk.
I'll do that one.
Jan, Linda Haskett, Jacob, thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Wish you the very best. We're gonna take a break, and we'll come back. We'll have music with Katie Stewart here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Stick around.
Thank you.
Looking to upgrade your home? Brazos Valley Tile Installations has you covered. From tile showers and all types of flooring to full bathroom and kitchen remodels. Need granite countertops, painting, or even plumbing and electrical? They can fix it all. With over 28 years of experience, and every employee passes a strict background check, so you know you're in good hands. Call today at 254-258-5254. Brazos Valley Tile Installations, where quality meets trust.
Dive into adventure with scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com. Your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions, now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, the world's leading pet DNA service.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Hey, we're back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill right here on 8th Street downtown. Live show on a hump day, and every Wednesday we decide to have someone and sing in a different language. And Katie decided that she would come on Wednesday, so she's very fluent in Ethiopian.
Well, okay, no pressure, but I actually did speak Italian for a while.
You what?
I spoke Italian,
No.
but I'm actually very painfully out of practice. So unfortunately, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm going to sing in English today.
Okay, I was just joking. It's funny you bring it. Italy is, if I could live there, I'd live there. I love Italy.
I've actually never been. So my grandfather was Italian. So I guess I'm like technically a quarter because my mother was half. And it's actually a shame that I haven't been yet. I really want to go.
I have probably been to Italy 6 times.
Oh, come on. What areas?
And I'm going to tell you, if you could fly to, just say, start in Milan, and then, so fly into Milan, spend a night there and do all that. You know, it's kind of like a really businessy fashion place.
It's pretty metro, right?
Yeah. And then catch the train, go over to Venice, and then Venice to Florence, Florence to Rome.
Come on.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Does it get any better? I mean, I said, does it get any better?
Oh, no. It's the, every region has a food specialty, and the wine is incredible, and the people, I just love it. We think some things here are old. Get over there, know?
Yeah, that's one thing I think would be so fascinating is not only the culture and the food and the wine, but the history. There's so much there that it's kind of incredible, actually.
You go to Rome, and in Rome, I mean, you could spend 2 weeks and never see it all. It's just crazy.
Well, and my God, you've been there 6 times and you haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I just love the little what I would call a back alley, but really they're streets in Venice and in Rome. And there's the little restaurant with the tables and chairs out on the street. I mean, if you get a chance, you got to go.
I would love to. I would love to.
All right. Katie Stewart is here. Katie, tell us all about you. Where are you from originally, and what you're doing now?
Yeah, so I'm actually originally from Rockwall, Texas, but I've lived in Plano, Fort Worth, a lot in the North Texas area.
Right.
But my grandmother and my father and my stepfather were all from Waco, Tours, that area. So I grew up coming to Waco as a child, so it's always kind of felt like a second home.
Yeah.
And I was living in Fort Worth. My grandmother was ailing, and I just didn't want to be too far from her. I was always really close with her. So I actually moved here in 2013. And music's always been a part of my life. When I was about 6 or 7, I started taking classical piano lessons. My mother played piano. My Italian grandfather played violin. And he actually played violin with like the U.S. Army or something, and that's how he gained his citizenship.
Wow.
So yeah, but when I moved to Waco, I had just started learning how to play guitar, and I just met a group of songwriter friends, and that kind of opened up my world. I was playing covers and stuff, and they said, well, what about your own songs? And I'd always written poetry, and so it just kind of, piano manuscript is kind of confining. I mean, if you're going to transpose a piece, I mean, that's like you're rewriting sheet music. And so that was always kind of confining. And then when I thought about writing, that just kind of blew my mind, because I could write it in any key, and I could sing it however I wanted to. And then I started performing in 2014, and I'm still performing here and there. I have a 2.5-year-old, so I have to kind of find the logistics of childcare to do gigs more regularly.
Yeah.
But I released my first album, and I guess that was 23 in the fall, Haunted. And I'm hoping to work on my next album possibly in the spring. I'm hoping sooner, but it might happen not till like January, February.
So looking back, what point in your life did you really say to yourself, I love music? Maybe you said, I'm not going to be a singer, but when did you in your life go, I like music? Were you little bitty? Or?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I can really remember, because like, especially during the holidays, my mom, she didn't go as far as I did, as far as with competitive piano. But, during the holidays, it was like she'd be at the piano and my grandfather would be playing violin with her and I'd be on the little stool, kind of tinkering around.
Yeah.
And my grandmother that was here in Waco, I must have been like, I don't know, 5 or so. And she got me like a little Sony radio cassette player and, with a long antenna. And that just kind of blew my mind. And then I got Come On Over, Shania Twain's album. And I learned all the words, all the things. But as long as I can remember, music's always really touched me.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's lovely. I don't know if you heard Linda. Linda grew up in Arkansas, and she said, the whole family, that's all they did is sit around the piano, all the kids and the cousins and the moms and dad,
Yes.
and just sang all the time.
And so, interestingly enough, I really didn't have anybody singing around me. I take that back. My aunt on my dad's side, she was always involved with church and, the choir, and so she always sang, but I wasn't around her as much. And she also played guitar. But as far as like my everyday exposure, I really didn't see anybody singing in front of me. It was more like I was singing down the hall and I was singing in the shower, hoping that nobody heard me.
Hey, it always sounds better in the shower.
Always, every time. I was just singing in the bathroom. It's the acoustics.
I had somebody, I'm sorry I don't remember at this point, but just recently, Kevin, we had somebody.
It'll come to you.
Anyway, they recorded a song with their band in the bathroom to get that sound.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was.
I have an old friend, I guess, I don't know what his proper title would have been. I don't know if he was talent acquisition or producer, but he was in Nashville for a time when things were just blowing up. And he told me that one time. He said, if it sounds good somewhere, just record it there. Like, there's no rule that says you can't record it in the shower, which kind of seems really silly. Like, we were talking about the Star Spangled Banner earlier.
Yeah.
I did a couple of years ago, and I had never done the national anthem, and that kind of intimidated me because you don't get that wrong.
Yeah.
And so every time I rehearsed it, I rehearsed it in the shower because it was at McLean. And I'd never been in a space so large, and I was like, okay, I need to be ready for like the echo and reverb and all that. So yeah, the shower is a great rehearsal space.
Wow. Katie Stewart, our guest today. A lot of chit chat. We got to get into music now.
Let's do it.
That's what we came here to hear.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go right into my song. I was gonna do one of my friend's songs, but I'll start with my song. It's Haunted. So it's the title track of my first album, and I wrote it, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years ago. I wake up and my dreams aren't true. You're not here like you used to. I lay and think, why did you have to leave? And our love, I truly did believe. You broke my soul, but not my will. Now you're alone, and I love you still. I know you know that I really care. He's right here, but my heart is there.
life is haunted by a sharp, silent night. You touched my heart with a gentle hand. When you left, you beat me with rough demands. Not a word was spoken, just gone about your life. Now my life is haunted by a sharp, silent knife. You denied my heart. You denied my arms. We meet in dreams most every night. Now my life is haunted by a sharp, silent night. Now my life is haunted by a sharp, silent night. Thank you.
Now, you were it was somebody you wrote that with?
No, actually, so that's my song. I actually haven't co-wrote with anybody at this point. It's something
Right.
I want to do.
Right.
It just hasn't happened yet.
Well, tell us a story on writing that song.
Yeah, so it's a very personal song, and you know, I think it can correlate to a lot of different relationships in my life. And you know, unfortunately, I have had a lot of loss in my life, whether it be relationships or, you know, I've lost my mother, I've lost my father, I've since lost my grandmother, and I mean, I'm only 35, so you know, I've been through, I feel like, a lot of loss.
I thought you were 20.
Well, come on now. Thank you. Thank you. You know, with my shortness, I do get that a lot. People, I mean, and I'll take it. You know,
There you
people
go.
think I'm a
Absolutely.
leopard. So, but I think, you know, just combining, and I wrote that song in a time where, you know, it was kind of after COVID and, you know, just a lot of mixed feelings and wanting to spend time with friends that was, you know, kind of hard to do. But yeah, I hadn't written a song before that, probably like a year or so, and I felt very kind of festered, and I needed to get it out.
Sure. Wow. Pretty song. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Katie's going to sing some more, but first of all, Katie, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened on this date in country music history.
Oh, okay, I'm excited.
Okay. Now, most of these people, it's way before your time, but you may remember some names, okay? 1977, Waylon Jennings had the biggest hit of all, #1. Can you imagine what it was? Just take a guess, Waylon Jennings.
77.
What's that song that every Texan wants to hear and everybody
come
wants?
on, now you put me on the spot.
And every
It's early in
Texan
the
wants to
morning,
go.
Zach.
Everybody wants to go visit this place.
Oh, Lukenbach.
Yes.
I didn't realize 77.
1977, Waylon, Lukenbach, Texas.
Nice.
Wow. Let's get back to the basics of love.
That's right. That's right.
1987, Randy Travis, Forever and Ever, Amen, was the #1 song on the charts.
That's a great tune.
Oh, it's,
Randy Travis, man, he's got such a gorgeous voice.
you know, I've discussed this with guests and musicians, and many of us agree that Randy's album, Storms of Life, is probably one of the greatest albums ever written.
I think Randy Travis, you know, back in the day, he got a lot of credit, but I think he's one of those that isn't getting enough credit that he really deserves
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as his influences and what he added to country music.
Exactly. All right, jump ahead to 2001. Okay. This is more your time. 2001, the album, what's it say? The album Complete, by Lila McCann, was Grammy nominated. That was the title of the album, Complete. Do you remember Lila McCann? She had 2 or 3 hits, and then she kind of faded away.
Yeah, it's not ringing a bell. I mean, I'd probably recognize it.
A little Lila McCann. She was on Warner Records. 2005, as part of Country Stampede lineup, Keith Urban, his set was recorded live and broadcast over radio in 2005. And let's see here. That looks to be about it. That's about all that took place back in those days.
Not a very exciting day, except for Randy Travis, I thought.
in
In
other
1977.
than Randy Travis and Waylon Jennings, that's it. Hey, I want to talk to you about my buddies over at Patrick's Dry Clean Supercenter. They do boot and shoe repair. But here's what Patrick wants me to tell you. Are you planning a wedding that's coming up and you're using a dress that your mom wore before, or somebody special, it's been passed down to you, and you need it brought back to life? You need to clean it and bring it. Well, they can do that. Or how about this? Maybe you just went through a wedding and you want to save your wedding dress. Well, by golly, Patrick can take care of that too. Specializing in professional wedding gown cleaning and preservation. 2 locations to serve you, Patrick's Dry Clean Supercenter. They've got the main location on Valley Mills Drive, over on North Valley Mills, kind of where Valley Mills Drive will turn into Lakeshore. Right before that is where it's located. And then they got their downtown location just a few blocks from here over on 7th Street. Whether it's a wine stain, makeup smudge, or just time itself, well, they can handle all the details for you. Don't let your gown fade with the memories. Preserve it today at Patrick's Dry Clean and Boot and Shoe Repair. Stop in and tell them you heard about it right here on the Zach Owens Show. We'll have more music from Katie after this commercial break. Stick around.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress. It's like a wearable hug for your nervous system that helps you calm down and feel better. The Apollo wearable will send gentle vibrations to your body, like a song you can feel instead of hear. You feel better. You sleep better. And you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
When you learn a language with Babbel, you start a journey that takes you further and further. Anytime and anywhere you wish. It's easy and fun. Broadens your horizons and keeps your brain fit. A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry for its dedication to helping individuals with bad credit secure loans. By making timely repayments, borrowers can gradually repair their credit history, thereby increasing their chances of securing better loan terms in the future. BadCreditLoans.com serves as a beacon of hope for those with bad credit. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Did you know nearly all stock price changes of 10% or more result from a single news headline? These news catalysts create trading opportunities every day. All you need is a little help to reach out and take them. It doesn't matter if your investment budget is small or big. All you need is Benzinga Pro and its powerful news alerts, price tracking, and portfolio monitoring. Subscribe now, and we'll skyrocket your portfolio today.
OsleyMD.com.
I've always had thin hair my whole life. It breaks off at a certain length. In the last 6 months, I've noticed it just really bad. I mean, you could totally see it. I wear a hat a lot. I tried several different products. My experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
OsleyMD.com.
I don't know, if Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. Bubble allows you to make it real and for it to actually work. So I feel like Bubble bridges that gap and being able to give people the opportunity to make their ideas come to life really quickly too. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built and have the control over it.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Hi, I'm Jo from Face Theory. You're going to want to have a specific goal for your skincare routine. What do you want to achieve? Active ingredients are really strong, and if you're using too many at once, your skin can get overwhelmed. Don't overspend on products. Choose products that have scientific research behind them. At Face Theory, if you're not happy with a product, just say so, just give us a shout and we'll give you your money back, no problem.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone and then you're gonna use the Kodak Photo Print app. It's going to print you a 4x6 photo. I am just in awe. I love how these turned out. Also, the printer comes with a free cartridge of 10 photo sheets. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Hi, my name's Erica and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
Live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill downtown on a Wednesday. Katie Stewart is our guest. And are you a coffee drinker, Katie? Do you like different kinds of coffee?
You know, I used to be a really big coffee drinker, but now I hardly drink it anymore.
Well, that's the wrong answer, Katie.
I know. I knew you were
what? Okay, show's over. Okay. Katie, our sponsor of the show, is a coffee place.
Hey, I didn't say I don't like it. I love coffee.
Why did you quit drinking coffee?
So I actually, for like health reasons, I have to drink decaf.
Yeah.
Which is kind of embarrassing to go to a coffee shop in the morning and ask for anything
Sure.
decaf. People look at you. But yeah, because I started drinking decaf, and then I'm always real worried about my teeth staining and stuff. So to me, having a cup of coffee is like a treat. It's not a daily, it's a treat. I know I'm weird. It's cool.
I know somebody that drinks decaf and then they use artificial sweetener. All that is chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
There's no coffee there.
No, I drink my coffee black. I drink it very pure. I do it the right way.
Okay.
So give me that.
Well, when you decide later today that you want to grow up and get back into coffee, actually, so many young people are doing, the iced coffee.
Yeah, I don't like that. Even in the summer.
Lots of
not
craziness.
for me.
Anyway, Be Kind Coffee over on Washington Avenue. Now, here's something you might like. They make all of their pastries there and homemade bagels right there on site. Be Kind Coffee on Washington, not that far from here. Go over and they're open, I think 6 o'clock, 7 days a week they're open at Be Kind Coffee.
Wow.
There you go. So you got to at least go get a bagel.
That's impressive. Like homemade bagels, like that's not easy.
It's an art to make a good bagel.
Yeah.
Really is. All right, Katie, let's get into another song here. What are you going to do for us this time?
I'm going to do Listening to the Coyotes Howl. It's on the album, but it's actually not my song. Group of songwriters that I kind of got connected with when I first moved here. His name is Bill Doss.
Right.
And this is his song.
All
But
right.
I love this song.
I ain't pretty, but baby, I ain't mean. Probably not the woman of your dreams. I'm the kind of gal who likes being as she is right now. coyotes howl. Sitting around a fire listening to the coyotes howl. I must admit I had my eye on you. Been watching every little thing you do. One thing's for sure, baby, you got style. Sitting around a fire listening to the coyotes howl. Sitting around a fire listening to the coyotes howl. Now there once was a time I didn't understand what it really meant to be a woman. I finally came around, but it took a while. Sitting around a fire listening to the coyotes howl. So what do you say about hooking up with me? We might just have what each other needs. Come on, babe, don't hesitate right now. Sitting around a fire listening to the coyotes howl. Sitting around a fire listening to the coyotes howl. Thank you.
Nice. When's your birthday, Katie? So you just turned 21 just a few months ago,
I wish.
right?
Yes, I'm gonna stay at 21. Actually, 21 was awful.
I
was
am
thinking
laying
24.
I'm laying it on thick and heavy this morning. All right. Here's some folks that celebrate. They were born on this date.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? A lot of them have passed on, but it's worth mentioning that they were born on this date. George Orwell, the famous writer, he was born in 1903.
Wow. That's a way back there.
Yeah, way back there. 1904. You remember, I don't know if you remember this, she was a beauty queen, and then she went into sports broadcasting. She was one of the first, I think, superstar female, and that is Phyllis George, famous person from the past.
No idea.
She was born in 1904. I didn't realize that she was that old. 1945, one of my all-time favorite singers, Carly Simon,
Yes.
was born on this date in 1945. 1947, Jimmy Walker, remember him? Dynamite!
Oh, yes, yes.
Jimmy J.J. Walker. He was born in 47. In 1949, Sonia Sotomayor, who is the U.S. Supreme Court lady. Anthony Bourdain, God bless his soul.
That's tragic.
I just love his shows and information and so forth. Still to this day, they show it. But anyway, he was born in 1956. 1963, George Michael was born. 1966, Ricky Gervais, English actor, comedian, was born. Oh, 1968, Kate Hudson, actress, was born. 72, Angela Kinsey, who is an actress, was born in 72. And Katie Holmes, actress, was born in 1975.
Wow.
75.
I still feel like all those people, like Kate Hudson and Katie Hall, I still think of them like in their 20s. And
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Exactly. I was watching, it's funny because Linda, one of their big performances at the Children's Theater coming up Saturday is Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I
Okay.
heard that.
And over the weekend, Andrea had never seen Lonesome Dove, so we binge watched Lonesome Dove. And
Is there any other way?
it was in part 2, Return to Lonesome Dove, and she was in it. Reese was in that, and she looked like she was, well, her character was 15 years old
Reese
in the
Witherspoon
show.
was in Lonesome Dove?
Was in part 2, Return to Lonesome Dove.
Oh, okay. Not
That
the
was-
original.
which is a very good movie too.
I haven't actually seen part 2.
Yeah, you ought to watch that.
I
Return to Lonesome Dove didn't have all the original characters. A lot of them had died, and John Voight played the captain in that. Anyway, it's just funny that I picture Reese young, like in Legally Blonde, and then I saw a picture the other day of her today, and I go, man, she's anyway.
18. Yeah. Well, I always think of her in Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was great in that film.
Okay, let's do some local birthdays today. Happy birthday today goes out to my friend, known this guy a long, long time in the hearing aid business, and Curtis Martin. Curtis, happy birthday. He's a proud member of the Goodfellas charity group. Happy birthday, Curtis. Have a great day. Carolyn Falkenberry, another friend of mine. Carolyn, happy birthday to you. KC Lee. KC is one of my fellow real estate agents at Weichert Realtors. Happy birthday, KC. Aaron Smith having a birthday. Richard Watts. Amy Hoffman. Sarah Eisen. Gerald Geisler. Sarah Jamar. William York. Happy birthday to you. Ashley Holland. Sharon Philbrick. Tori Stakely. Michelle Latham. And that's it. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Make it a special day. Do you have one particular birthday, Katie, that you can remember as the best birthday of your life?
Actually,
Maybe you got something special or something happened and you'll just always remember that birthday.
yeah. So honestly, I had a little bit of a rough upbringing as far as just my family life. So birthdays were always kind of, you never knew what was going to happen. But when I moved to Waco, I was 23.
Yeah.
And I got my group of songwriters, and I was turning 24. And so we just had a big old bash. And I mean, everybody came. We had a huge jam. We had beans and cornbread. We had deer sausage. And it was just so fun to have some really cool friends that were, becoming really close friends at that point. Just all
Wow.
together, just like, and we were like in a shop, so it was just kind of loud.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that said 24 and so much more, from Neil Young. And so I always remember 24 and so much more.
Wow.
So yeah, probably my 24th
Always
birthday
remember
was,
that.
it was the
24
best.
and so much more.
Yeah, and when I turned 30, it was COVID, so that was like
There
probably
you
the
go.
worst.
Hey, you're just going to have to regroup and throw a big 40th someday when you turn 40.
Oof, that's hard to think about.
My big one, I'm already thinking, Andrea and I are thinking, what do you want to do? You want to have a big party? Or do you just want to, because we love to travel, we travel a lot.
Italy.
Or do we just want to be selfish and go do our own thing? Because it's my 70th birthday in January.
That's a hard one. I mean, I
And
feel like
that's a big one.
Yeah.
So do I want to have a party? Do I want to do this? I don't know. So
Yeah, we threw a really big 70th party for my father-in-law.
Yeah.
And it was actually a surprise party. And pretty awful circumstances, but he ended up passing away a couple of years ago. But
Yeah.
we were so glad that we threw that big party because he had so much fun. He was totally surprised, and that was his set. We got the big 70 letter,
Oh,
light
yeah.
up, and so. But you know what? You do you. If you want to go travel, don't feel bad.
Or maybe I win the lottery between now and then, and I take everybody on a big cruise, just rent the ship out.
That would be the best of both worlds, honestly.
I was talking earlier about last night we watched the new documentary about the Carnival ship, the Triumph, from 2013, that was out of Galveston. It's a very short, it was a 4-day cruise. They do their thing and they're coming back to port, and the ship has a fire and it burns all the electrical up, and no toilets, no lights, no engine. They set in the Gulf of Mexico, or Gulf of America, whichever you call it, and waited for a tugboat to come out of Mexico and push it to Mobile. And it took days and days and days. Anyway, it got so bad because as the, I hate to say this, they asked everybody to pee in the showers because the toilets would not work. They'd overflow. So pee in the shower, and they gave everybody a bag to do your poop in, your number 2.
Yeah.
Well, as the seas got a little rougher, all out of the toilets and showers started spilling into the hallways and the rooms. And anyway, the reason I bring this up again, because I said it's my birthday in January, I just happened to look back, and I spent my birthday in 2000, 25 years ago, on that very same ship, the Carnival Triumph. What odds is that?
That's crazy. Thank
Isn't it?
God you weren't there when that
Oh
was
my gosh.
I can't even imagine that. That is like, yeah.
Then, several years later, a few years later, that ship, the Triumph, was totally gutted, re-outfitted, and brought back as the Carnival Sunshine. I've been on the Sunshine before, too.
Oh my word.
So, knock on wood.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if a cruise is a good idea for you in January.
I love the cruise.
I think
We've got a
you
big,
need to really mull on that. Maybe pray about it. I'm not sure what that is in store.
We've got a big 2-week cruise coming up in August over in Europe. And then we've got a big 2-week cruise coming up in October.
Okay.
That we're going to do down, St. Martin, all the Saint out.
Oh, like in
I'm
the
hoping I feel really blessed that I'm down a bunch of saints.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe that'll be the good
Yeah.
the good home.
I'm excited to go down where they call it the Virgin Islands. I don't know about that. I don't know what the. Anyway,
down there.
hey, Katie, let's do another song. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm there for it. So this is Lasso Rain Clouds. I went to Kerrville Folk Festival and came back and I wrote this song.
He sat down next to me, roughest man I'd ever seen. I wonder where our words would lead, so I waited quietly. His tired eyes told a story, his brim held a school of bones, his hands covered black with mud, on his hip an old lasso. My thoughts got cold and my blood pumped fast, hazy clouds changed to black. His dark eyes met mine, and I felt the truth at last. I go where it's needed, when the wind calls me in. Truth is desperately bleeding, the cure I carry around. I lasso the rain clouds. My skin got wet as I tried to understand, why is he here now? Who the hell was this man? Could it be for the trails or for the lies being told? He said, you're the one, my dear. Please take my lasso. Please go where it's needed, when the wind calls you in. Truth is desperately bleeding, the cure you carry around. It all seems so clear now. Spread the truth with the rain. Go lasso your rain clouds. Please go where it's needed. When the wind calls you in. Truth is desperately bleeding. The cure you carry around. Go lasso the rain clouds. I lasso the rain clouds. Please lasso the rain clouds.
Nice. Well, I will tell you this. You said you didn't pick up guitar till later. You do a great job on the
Thank
guitar,
you.
too.
Thank
I mean, your singing is great, too, but very good on the guitar.
Thank you.
Good job. Hey, are you a sports guy, a girl?
To be fair,
I say guy to everybody.
It's okay. I like golf.
Yeah?
Does that count?
Do you really?
Yeah. I played golf in high school, and then I had like a hiatus because I didn't have clubs, and now like I try to play when I can.
There's been some incredible, the last few PGA tournaments have been crazy good.
Yeah.
With crazy endings.
Yes, totally unexpected things. Yeah.
Here, what was it at the Masters, and Rory misses that putt, and you think, oh my God, and then he's got to go in over to. It's just been crazy. And then the conditions. Did you watch the U.S. Open?
I watched parts of it. I don't get to watch the whole thing.
My Andrea's daughter, I was trying to explain she says, well, what's so hard about it? I said, well, I'm going to give you an example. Usually in a PGA tournament, the winner wins with minus 16, minus 12.
Crazy, yeah.
In the U.S. Open, they were lucky to be even. That's how hard the course was.
Yeah, that tells you.
Very hard. Well, what's the best round you've ever shot?
Oh, Lord. This is embarrassing. Probably 86.
A
And
what?
that's 86.
Oh,
and
no, that's great.
That's a long time ago, though, you know.
Did you know, now I'm going to be totally wrong, but I believe it's either 70 or 80. 70 or 80% of golfers in the United States, and this is from anybody that plays golf,
Okay.
can't break 100.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so I do feel a little bit better about that.
If they get out and play a round and don't do mulligans and don't do extra shots and don't kick
Don't
it.
lose a ball.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
Right.
Hey, I thought you were playing with the Titleist.
Right.
Oh, well, I switched it a while ago. Anyway,
Yeah.
can't break 100.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I've never had a hole-in-one. I've had 2 eagles
Okay, that's something.
in my life, and totally by accident, you know.
Those are the best, though. You're like,
One was at, I want to say the new course at White Bluff, and the other one was at the old Western Oaks that used to be over in Woodway Golf Course. But both shots, I'll tell you about both shots I hit, and I think maybe even in both cases, they were elevated greens. There was a valley elevated, and I didn't see it go in. So I didn't get to celebrate until I got up there, you know.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
it was all luck, just totally luck.
Well, it's skill too. I mean, I try to tell people that haven't played, like once you get that good, like sweet spot shot, you're addicted. You're always chasing that sweet spot shot.
Oh, yeah.
So.
All right, we'll have to play golf sometime.
Yeah, I'd love that.
We play, and I mean, like I said, I've been playing since, I think I started golf at about 1988, 89.
Okay.
So I've been playing a long time. I just suck. So,
Well, it's a hard
but I
game.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, well, we're going to talk. The reason I brought that up, we're going to talk with Scotty from the Pete Sousa Sports Show coming up in just a minute, so stick around. We'll talk sports. I want to talk to you about Brazos Valley Tile Installation. Well, of course, with a name like that, you know they do great tile installation, whether you're retiling a shower or maybe you're doing your kitchen floor. Well, they do so much more than just that. They can do a total remodel for your kitchen, total remodel for your bathroom, total remodel for the whole house. They can do that. They provide plumbing. They can do electrical, not just tile. Don't let the name fool you. Granite countertops, painting, the list goes on and on and on. All types of flooring. Locally owned and operated by my friend John Smith. 28 years of experience in the business. All their employees are checked out, background checks. You can trust them, in other words. Please give them a call today, 258-5254. 258-5254. Brazos Valley Tile Installation. Tell them you heard about it right here with Katie. Speaking of Katie, we'll have more music from her. Stick around. Sports on the way.
Mike's Car Care provides honest and professional automotive repair and auto maintenance services to the people of Waco and surrounding areas. Come by and visit our clean and professional shop. Mike's Car Care, open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're located at 4715 Sanger Avenue. Call us at 254-732-1202 or visit us on the web at mikescarcarewaco.com.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Angles 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit angles90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Yeah, I really honestly don't know what to talk about with Scotty this morning. I mean, we've kind of shot it on hockey and on NBA. What's left to talk about, Scotty?
Oh, Zach, in the wide world of sports, there's always something to talk about. Always. Zach, the NBA draft is tonight.
Oh, my gosh! Who and what school is the projected number one guy? Where's he from?
Well, so number one, you remember the Dallas Mavericks won the number one pick, despite
right,
making the most boneheaded decision we've ever seen in professional sports. So they're going to draft Cooper Flagg out of Duke, and Pete's actually going to ask the question today. I think I might fight him a little bit, but I got to do my research in the next 10 minutes. Is he the best one-and-done prospect in the last two decades? I mean,
wow.
he is an incredibly well-rounded, good player. The consensus number one, like there was never any debate all year that he was going to be the first pick. So
okay,
the Mavs will get him. Big question is, where is Baylor's B.J. Edgecombe going to go? He's projected right now to go number 3 to Philadelphia. That would make him the highest drafted Baylor Bear ever. So,
ever.
Yeah, so some intrigue for our Waco friends tonight to see where VJ lands. The highest Baylor Bear ever drafted before tonight was number 6 overall. That was Efe Udoh back in 2010, I believe it was.
I thought the highest male Baylor player ever to go was Griner.
You thought of that one yourself this morning, didn't you?
Actually, Kevin provided the information to me.
Kevin!
Yeah. You know, They just feed it right into this headset. Here's what you need to say, Zach. Say so.
Kevin's the mastermind behind the whole thing, huh?
But man, talk about that. That's been in the news so much, and pictures of her, and I don't know. Anyway, let's don't get into that. What else are you going to talk about?
I was going to say, I'm not going to touch it, Zach, but you and Kevin can keep having your conversations if you'd like.
What else is going on in sports?
Yeah, so we'll talk NBA draft. Also, the Boston Celtics seem to be abandoning ship on all their kind of core players right now. Just 1 year removed from winning an NBA title. So we're going to have, I think I talked with you about this a little bit last week when we were talking Thunder and Pacers. Like, is the era of an NBA dynasty over?
Right.
We've had, I think this was year 7 or 8 of having a different champion in the NBA, which is just remarkable. And so are we ever going to see teams like the Spurs in the 2000s or, the Golden State Warriors last decade that can put together a run of 3 and 4 championships in a short window? I don't know. So we'll talk about that. And then we've actually got Dr. Laura Irvin from Baylor Scott and White talking about, Tyrese Halliburton tore that Achilles in that Game 7. Jason Tatum tore his Achilles, a couple rounds before that. We saw, of course, Aaron Rodgers famously. But that's one of those injuries that used to be like an old man injury, and now we've had 2 NBA players in their prime, in their mid-20s, go through it. And so Pete's going to talk with her about sports medicine and injuries and maybe why we're seeing some of this.
If you want to talk to somebody about watching is a dynasty over, just talk to the Dallas Cowboys. Boom. There we
go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cowboys fans have been having that conversation for 30 years now.
I'm just going out on a limb this morning. All right, Scotty.
The problem is, Zach, there have been 2 epic NFL dynasties since then. The Patriots had an epic run twice, and then the Chiefs have been a dynasty.
Yep, you're exactly right. All right, man. Hey, thanks for stirring things up on your show today. I just wanted to do that. Anyway.
Hey, you can call in and talk about Brittany Griner and really stir things.
I'm going to change my name. Hey, this is Kevin.
That really gets the fire underneath the people.
Hey, this is Kevin, first-time caller, long-time listener. Okay. All right, Scotty, have a great day. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
Scotty from the Pete Sousa Show. Before we jump back into our next song, I want to tell you about Alan Samuels, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Employee pricing is going on right now. You pay what they pay, all the employees over there. How about a sporty Dodge, a rugged Jeep? Inventory deals are rolling over there. Top-notch service, unbeatable selection, financing available. Come by. Let's be friends. Ted Teague and the crew have put together a great company, a great dealership over there. Highway 6, Highway 84, Alan Samuels. Katie Stewart's got another song for us now.
All right. I'm going to kick it old school.
Let's go.
I'm going to do some Kitty Wells.
Woo! That is old school.
Old school.
As I sit here tonight, the jukebox playing a tune about the wild side of life. As I listen to the words that you are saying, it brings memories when I was a trustful wife. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels that you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has led many a good girl to go wrong. It's a shame that all the blame is on us women. It's not true that only you men feel the same. From the start, most every heart that's ever broken was because there was always a man to blame. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, like you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has led many a good girl to go wrong. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, like you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has led many a good girl to go wrong. That has led many a good girl to go wrong.
You know,
Thank you.
a lot of people will always say, hey, Loretta Lynn, hey, Tammy Wynette, queen of country music. Actually, Kitty Wells had that nickname in the 60s. She was it. The queen of country music, Kitty Wells.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I love that song, too. That's a great song.
Yeah. Yeah, I get stuck in my head all the time, so I'm like outside with my daughter singing.
Yeah. Coming up on tomorrow's show here, Brian Brown from Sloppy Joe's going to come by and hang with me. And then my buddy Memphis Wells, singer from Gatesville, is going to come by and sing in the 9 o'clock hour. Going to bring his sister, too. His sister just recently was crowned Miss Chivalry at Gatesville. So she'll come hang with me. Maybe even let me put on the, what do you call it, the crown, the tiara, whatever thing.
Okay, if that happens, we need a picture. Photo
I'm going to get pictures of me doing the wave, too, the parade wave. So that's coming up tomorrow's show. Hey, I miss you, Jim. Tell me, what do you got coming up? Maybe over the next few weeks you want to throw at us.
Yeah, so tomorrow, actually, I will be at Lounge 93.
Ooh, I love Lounge 93.
It's a great little spot.
Ray is the best.
Yes. Ray is great. It's at 7:30, and actually I'll have my guitar player, Jay Smith. He's awesome.
Nice.
Typically with my gigs, like a regular performance, he's with me now, and he's fantastic.
Right. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, come. Please
I'll
do.
be
It'll
there
a great
tomorrow.
time. Yeah, come.
Sounds like a good idea. Lounge 93, 7:30-ish.
Yeah, 7:30. Mm-hmm.
All right, come on out.
Yeah, and if you're a little bit late, no big deal. Just come on after you got to do whatever you got to do.
And you're on, we've been running across the bottom all about you, but you're on all the socials. People can keep up with you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I'm not on the TikTok train. I should be, but alas.
All right.
And website.
Katie, thank you so very much. You're super talented.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to be on the show.
Thanks. Hey, I really appreciate you having me.
Hey, let's close it out.
Okay.
Do something good here.
All right.
I mean, something to get my blood a-pumping.
Okay. So this is the Breakfast Blues, and it's a little bluesy, so it's not quite country, but it'll get your blood pumping.
All right. I love it.
Okay.
Baby left me this morning So I called the doctor. What else could I do? I called the doctor. What else can I do? He said, Katie, I don't know what to do. I said, doctor, can't you cure the blues? So I took the dog